You can lease a brand new Tacoma for $200 a month. And I think everybody should have a Tacoma. If it's $200 a month, why not? I was telling my friends that at dinner the other night, and everyone was so shocked. They're like, "What? You can get a new Tacoma for 200 a month?" Yes. And you can even get it for $6,000 one pay lease. So you pay $6,000 up front and you have it for 2 years. Now, everyone else at the dinner table was like, "Well, what about the miles? What about the miles?" This is one thing I've always taught people. On a lease, it doesn't matter if you go over the miles, especially on something like a Toyota, because you don't have to turn the car in at the end of the lease. That's where they will penalize you for the miles. That's the only part where you'll pay a penalty for the miles. But a 3-year-old Tacoma with 20,000 miles or 50,000 miles, it's going for about the same money, within $1,000. So that 30,000 miles doesn't mean much on a used Tacoma, the difference. So at the end of a lease, you could sell the car, you could trade it in, or you could keep it. Or the fourth option, which most people think is the only option, you turn it in. You don't have to turn in your car. You can keep the car, buy it, you can sell it or trade it. And those other three options, besides keeping it, you're able to negate the miles. There's also a disposition fee that's due on every car. When you turn it in, I think the average is about $350. So you also don't have to pay that if you turn in, if you keep the car, if you trade it or you sell it. And usually if you sell it to someone, it's like you're buying it and then selling it to them. The residual balance of the lease gets paid off essentially. But you don't have to pay the disposition fee, which is another fee a lot of people aren't aware of when you turn in a lease. So they'll always send you a final lease bill. Some of them will send it to you if you didn't do your maintenance. I mean, some manufacturers will include maintenance that you didn't do. If the car needs tires or brakes, you'll pay for that. If you're over the miles, if there's excessive wear and tear, meaning the car has, bad bumpers because you kept hitting things or other people hit you, and you didn't get the bumpers painted. So they call it excessive wear and tear, and a lot of them will charge you if the windshield's cracked or there's unrepairable like stains or damage or rips on the interior of the car. Those are things that people will pay for, even if you turn it in and there's only one key. So they'll charge you for the second key. So it can add up really quick. And I know some people that's paid $5,000 to $10,000 in lease bills at the end. One guy I know got a bill in the mail for $20,000. He went over his miles, the car needed tires, the bumper was bad. I mean, there was a list of things. So you definitely want to be careful how you play it when you're done with a lease. And there's more options. And that's one of the things I do for people as part of my service, my auto broker service, is solving those problems. So, that's pretty cool right now. There's a lot of great deals. It's starting to almost be, first of all, I got to say, I've never seen a Tacoma lease that cheap, ever. And before COVID, 2016, 2015, or 17, the cheapest lease deals ever were like $189 a month on Corollas or Civics. And those went away. Now you're back to close to back to that price. I mean, they went all the way up to $500 at one point. Now you can get a Corolla for like low twos, like 220 again. So you're almost back at the same point we were at 9 years ago. And that's pretty cool. And the broker business is coming back. A lot of people are reaching out to hire a broker right now, which is pretty fun. It's pretty exciting. So we're doing that, and just trying to make the best of it, and work as hard as we can without um, getting too crazy, like too burnt out. It's always good to recover after you burn yourself out. So usually for me, I'll take 3 days to a week off after I burn myself out, recover, and come back super fresh, super charged. And I can usually go a little bit longer in between each time, um, and you know, solve bigger, heavier problems much quicker.